Hi, it's Melody Lorraine, and today I want to talk to you about creating a Craigslist or other classified ad posting using an image ad. Okay, now the first thing that you'll want to do is find some images and save them to your computer. Now, I'm going to go over a few different ways of doing that. Some of this may be, if you're more advanced in this, obviously you're like, oh God, here we go at the very beginning. But, some people that they don't know how to do this. So I'm starting with the basics. What I do many, many times is I purchase photos. I like to use two spots, deposit photos and Fotolia. And I'm here at depositphotos.com right now. I've already put in a search at the top for business people. Just that was just the first thing that came to mind. You can search whatever you want. And also here on the side, the file types that are selected are photos, vector images, and videos. So they also have short little videos. I've never purchased a video before, but you know, there's a first time for everything. Vector images usually cost a little more money, so you might just want to stick with photos unless you really need vector images. Okay, so let's just scroll here. I'm going to be really, really honest. A lot of these posed picture groups or people pictures, I don't really like. I've mentioned that before in some of my videos. I'm not that crazy about him, although he's kind of good looking, huh? Right there in front. Anyway, he's kind of good looking, but these look posed to me, and they look like they're in somebody's on somebody's set just taking pictures. So I don't really like pictures like that, but to each his own. Go through here. What you're able to do is either add it to your cart or add it to a light box. Adding it to a light box is like just kind of saving it for future use. Down here, I was going to scroll down, but down here, as you can see, I have a lot of pictures saved to my light box. For different things, for different products that I market, stuff like that. Now, here's something that I like. This one right here. Two people with an abstract background. And then this is what you would actually buy. And then as you can see here, I can't scroll over there, but it's called liquid background. You can put your text here. So that means you'd have to edit that area and put whatever text there. I like that. I'm kind of an artsy person. I'm creative and I'm artistic. So I like stuff like that. But you can just kind of go through here and find something that you like that looks good to you and that you can create an image ad from. And there's all types of stuff. I usually buy photos that cost 1 credit. 1 credit might be 75 cents or $1 or something like that. Because what you do is you buy your credits in bulk. So, right now I have 28 credits left from what I purchased. I also like to buy credits from Fotolia. I like Fotolia. Deposit Photo and Fotolia have many of the same pictures there, but sometimes you will find images on Fotolia that you will not find on Deposit Photos. So since Deposit Photos is a little less expensive than Fotolia, I'll go there first and look for stuff. If I'm not finding what I want, then I'll come to Fotolia. Or sometimes it's just the opposite. If I find something that I really like on Fotolia, I go to Deposit Photos to see if they have it too, because I can get it cheaper from Deposit Photos. So, just kind of use that. And I try to save my credits here for stuff that I can only get from Fotolia. Now, in Fotolia, the search I did was for girl at computer. Since I'm doing online businesses, a lot of stuff is going to be people on their computer working. Now, I really like this page, what pulled up, because I love this picture. The little baby on the computer, I love that. I've already added it to my light box. I love this one here too. The mom and her child. And same with this one, mom and her kid. That's really cute. Now, this one is wonderful because this is perfect for a woman who works at home because she's sitting in bed on her computer with her pajamas on. I mean, that's just like perfect. That's what people think we do anyway. I mean, I'm not dressed right now, but I'm in my office working. I don't work from my bedroom. I do have an office. But yeah, I'm kind of like in my pajamas working. Sure. All right. I love this picture here too. So as you can see, and they're just a little more natural to me. It doesn't look so posed. They're not posed looking at the camera. This one here, this is a great one too. Um, so, I usually, and you can see here, oh, see, this is 10 credits. And you know what? This is way too much for this picture, but it's a great photo. It's perfect for working at home, and it costs 10 credits. That's like $10. So I don't buy images that cost 10 credits. I'm just going to be honest with you. I love this picture. It is already in my light box. If I feel like I just gotta have it, maybe one day I'll buy it. I usually just buy images that cost 1 credit because that's about $1 something, maybe like $1.50 or $1.30 or something like that. And the more credits you buy, the lower that amount is going to be per picture. I'm surprised they don't want more for the little baby picture. But anyway, this is a spot that I like to come to and get photos. So these are two places where you can get royalty-free stock photos. There are more places. You can always Google royalty-free stock photos. I don't use Flickr too much. I know a lot of people like to go to Flickr, but I don't utilize it. I found that when I go there, quite frankly, I find it complicated because, sometimes, people go there and they just snatch an image, but a lot of times those images are really not for people to use. And I don't really find a lot of great stuff in their common, I forget what they call it, the common area. So I don't really use Flickr, but if you know how to use Flickr and you feel good about it, feel free to go there and grab some images. The next place I'll go is Google. That's where a lot of people go. And then I just enter in the same thing. I'm going to enter in the same thing. Girl at computer. And then I'm going to click on images. And then a lot of images are going to come up for that. Now, I love this one here. Remember we talked about natural looking pictures. That's what I like. Doesn't look posed, although it probably is, but it looks good. And I like her. She's got her mug here. She's obviously working at home. She looks like she's in some comfortable clothes, maybe even some little pajamas or something. I like that as well. Now, you can either right click on the picture from here and click Save Image As. Some people like to teach, they say don't do it from here. I don't know why. I've never had a problem downloading it from here. But they say click on the image, come here, right click, do Save Image As. I've even seen some people teach where you should do View Image and then right click and Save Image As. The truth is, it doesn't make a difference. You're still getting the exact same picture. Now, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comment section. Maybe it's something that I don't know. They say you learn something new every day, and I find that to be very true. But from what I've seen, I get the same exact picture. It's still going to be 1500 by 1125. So it doesn't really make a difference. I like this picture here with the kid at the computer. I don't know why I like the kids. But, just come here to Google and find something. If you have a specific niche, if your niche is weight loss or something, start off with weight loss. Here's some pictures for weight loss. Oh, I love this. But I'm sure, and even though I don't see anybody's, logo or anything, and it's not a watermark on this picture, somebody took the time to either pay for this or something. Same with this one. But technically, you could use it, but the problem here is these might still be copyrighted images. That's why I honestly like to just purchase my images for $1. But if you don't want to do that, and clearly that is up to you, come here. Obviously, you don't want something with a watermark, and you don't want something that has someone's website on it. Let me see if I can find something like that. So far, I'm actually not seeing anything with um, a website or even a watermark. I like that, no excuses. I was going to show you, wow. Here's one, because it comes from the site Atom. So they've put their logo on there. All right, which is what I like to do. Sometimes when I create my own pictures, which I do sometimes, I create my own images for my website. I will put my website address on here, because if they show up on Google and somebody decides they want to use it, at least my website is in the picture. I don't see any with a watermark right now, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Here's one. I don't know if you can really see that. Let's see if I click on it. So you can see it says, see the camera there, and 123 RF. That is a watermark from 123rf.com. So clearly you don't want to use that. All right, now I don't think this chick lost any weight. They got somebody who was super skinny. She's almost invisible. I'm thin myself, and I've been thin all my life, but damn, she is almost invisible. I don't buy that she lost all that weight, but sorry, I'm digressing here. But anyway, oh, he's got nice abs. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let me get off this page. You get the point. So once you download these to your computer, I'm not going to go through that. Like I said, you would just right click, save image as, downloads. I have a file called business images, and then I have file folders for different types. So acne, 3D cutie characters, animals, angry, acupuncture, anxiety, so create a folder so that your pictures are easy to find, and then save them, and then name it, because sometimes it's not going to have a good name. Like this one just says download, so name it whatever you like, weight loss stages or something like that, and then click save. And that's how you do it. All right, so now once you have the images saved to your computer, what you want to do is to go in, and what you're doing is creating an image ad. You got an image. Now you want to create an ad around this image. So you're going to have to add some text. What is it that you want to say? Maybe add a border, a background, I don't know, whatever. Be creative. This is the time to be creative and really have some fun. And you're really only limited by your imagination, and I guess the tools that you have. Now, you can do this in Photoshop, GIMP, or my favorite, quite frankly, is just plain old PowerPoint. I can get into PowerPoint, create what I want quick, fast, and in a hurry. If I go to GIMP, I gotta Google how to use it and how to do this and how to do that, and it's just a pain sometimes. I was forced to learn how to actually use GIMP because I had to edit some photos that were in their format. So I was forced to learn how to do that. But it's just quicker for me to do it in PowerPoint. But, use an editor and create your image. And then save that image to your computer. I like to save them as JPEGs. Now, that's making your own image ad. Now, sometimes you can join a company and they will provide pre-made image ads for you to utilize in your marketing. That's great. That's a great place to start. You can get started quickly, but I would still encourage you to create your own ads, because if you think about it, when a company goes, oh, here are some banners and here are some ads for you to use, everybody that's an affiliate for that company or that product or that service are using the exact same ads as you. And So just keep that in mind. You're just like everybody else. You are not standing out from the crowd. Okay? So if you can get creative and create your own ad, or maybe go to Fiverr and find somebody who can create an image ad for you, um, then do that. You know, the thing is to be creative and have something that everybody else is not using. But like I said, it's a great place to start, and you can get some great ideas from the image ads that they provide for you. So if you have a company that gives you some pre-made image ads, you know, check your back office, and um, and what you would do is do the same thing. You would save those images to your computer. Now, once you have all of the images in your computer, what you want to do is open up a photo bucket account. So I'm here at my photo bucket account. It's free and it's easy to just register for an account. And then they have what they call buckets. And buckets and albums and a library. So this is actually my library of some of the images that I have in here. And I'm going to click on the library. You can see that you can create an album. An album is like a file folder. That's how I like to look at it. So give your album or file folder a name. That can be your company name, where you're going to store all your images specifically for that company. Or it could be your niche, like if it's weight loss. Again, maybe do an album specifically for weight loss. And you can do this any way you want. You can also do albums within an album. As you can see here, create a new album and add this album to an existing album. Then you just click here and it'll give you a drop down of everything that you currently have. And so you create your album and then save your picture to that particular album. Now, what you would do is click the upload button, and just like anything else, it's going to prompt you to upload your photos from your computer. So you can choose where you want to save it, which album, and then choose photos, and it's going to, you know, put up the menu, and you're going to choose which photos that you want to upload. And that's how that works. So I'm going to go back to my library, and I am going to choose the photo or the ad that I want to use. I want to use this one. So you click on the picture that you want to use, or the ad, because this is an actual ad. That I did not create, by the way. Just so you know, I didn't create it, but I like it. It's really simple, and it can be used for any business, quite frankly. Now, what you want to do, this direct here is a link that goes direct, that will send people directly to this image. What we want is the HTML code. So if you click on this, you see it says copied. Now what you want to do is copy this HTML code to a document. So I have Word, so I'm going to go over to my Word document. Now this is what I suggest. I suggest you create a document specifically for your HTML image ads for your particular niche or company. So company name or niche. All right. And then I would put down what link you are going to use to send people to. So this is the link that I want to send people to. This is the page I want to send people to. It's my capture page. You might have a blog post, or it might be a capture page, or it might be a sales page. Wherever you want to send people, this is the URL that you want to use. Now, I caution you, this is no matter where you're posting this image ad, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Craigslist, whether it's on another site, it really doesn't matter. I caution you about using affiliate links. I've mentioned before, you should not just use your raw affiliate link that you get from the company. I suggest you either buy a domain name and forward and mask it to that, or get yourself a free or close to free, because I'm going to mention something else right now. You can get yourself a free IBO toolbox URL that is cloaked to go to your affiliate link. There's another place called, I think it's called Short URL, shorturl.com, I believe. And you can just spend $1.88 per year and get yourself a domain that is then forwarded and masked again to wherever you want it to go. So that's that's 3 different things that you can do. You don't want to use your raw affiliate link. So put it there, your URL, so you have it handy when you're creating these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the code that I got from PhotoBucket right here. Now, if you see this means nothing, right? You don't know what this is. You're like, okay, I don't know what picture this is for, or what HTML code, what this is for, what ad. So what I really suggest you to do is have a picture of your ad here so you know that this ad goes with this code. And it's really easy for you to decide which ad you want to post. So we're going to go back to PhotoBucket. I'm going to right click on the image, do open image in new tab. We're going to go to the new tab, and what I want to do is click on this image, right click on the image and copy image. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to click post. I'm sorry, copy. Oh, okay. We're going to go back here and we're going to click paste. Now this is pretty big. We don't need it that big. We can make it smaller by grabbing the corner here and pushing it up. All you really want is a photo of the image so that you know which image this is. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to edit this HTML code, because right now if I place this code somewhere on Craigslist or somewhere else that accepts HTML coding, it's going to be the picture of the image, and it's going to send them, this is the image source. Image source takes them to PhotoBucket. That's where the image is stored. And then it's going to send them straight to PhotoBucket too. Well, we don't want people to go to PhotoBucket. We want people to go to our sales page or our capture page or wherever. So this is the portion of this code that we need to change. Now I just want to scroll down here for a minute, because here's an example of an HTML coding. So Ahref is your site and your page. All right. The page the user will be taken to. Image source equals is where the image is stored. So that can be PhotoBucket, or if you know how to upload images to your web server, you can also save your images to your web server. Like I'm with HostGator, so I can always upload something to a particular website that I own. Right now I'm using PhotoBucket. Target equals blank. I like to use target equals blank because that opens the image in a new tab. You know, it's really a pain in the butt when I'm on a site and I click on something and it totally just opens that up right in that same window. So that means now I have to hit the back button once or twice to try to get back to where I was in the first place. That's a pain in the butt for me. So usually when I'm doing HTML coding or some kind of link, I always set it for target equals blank, because some people don't appreciate that. I've read some articles where people are doing rants about having their links opening in a new page or a new window. I think that's nuts. I think we're doing people a favor because, you know, I don't want to lose my place. You know, that's how I look at it. So it's totally up to you whether you want to include target equals blank in there or not. I do. That is what I like to do. So now that you see this explanation here, we're going to go back up here and we're going to actually make the changes. This is the link I want to use. So I'm just going to copy this. And we're going to come back here to the code. And we're going to highlight the URL only. We are not going to highlight the quotation marks. So for me, since I'm going to leave target equals blank in there, I'm going to stop at this quotation mark, right before that quotation mark, and I'm going to replace that. If you decide, hey, I don't want to have target equals blank in there, I want it to open up in the very same window, and sometimes I do that. You know, if there's no need for the person to come back, say for instance, I have like a capture page, for instance, and I'm sending someone somewhere else. Maybe a capture page isn't the best example, but it is at the same time. Nobody needs to go back to the capture page. So I could have something open up in that same window as the capture page. Or maybe you have a sales page that there's really no need for somebody to go back to the sales page. So where they're taken can actually open up in that same window. So sometimes I don't need to do target equals blank, but you know, if it's a page or a site that they might want to keep utilizing, then I would say do target equals blank. But again, that's up to you. So if you don't want to have it, then you want to totally take out target equals blank and go up to this quotation mark. So I'm going to delete that. Whoops. And now we're just left with the two quotation marks. Make sure there are no spaces in there. And I'm just going to click Control V to paste my link in there. Make sure there are no spaces between my link and the quotation mark. So I'm just going to hit the backspace button because we don't want any spaces. So now I have my URL to open up in a new window, and the image is stored on PhotoBucket here. And that's it. We're done. Now all we need to do is head on over to our classified ad site. In this case, we're going to be doing Craigslist. And we're going to just post our ad there. Now, also for convenience, I like to throw in my ad titles on this page as well. So when I go to my classified ad site and I'm putting, and all I have to do is just paste in my title, my image code, and that's it. Everything is here on this one page that I need. So, you know, just kind of add a list of ad titles. You know, here again, I talk about using, you know, these symbols to make your ad stand out, and just have fun and just go through the symbols and just play with it. And be mindful of the titles that you use as well. Make sure your titles are not too flashy for any business that you're doing. You know, you don't want to get flagged. You know, we talked about, you know, there are a lot of miserable, nasty people out here who will just flag your stuff just for the hell of it because you're their competitor, you know. And so you want it to stand out, but you don't want to stand out too much where people will be flagging your stuff. Okay, so I know I spent a lot of time going through this, but you know, this should really help you get your image ads up. We're going to head on over to Craigslist now. Okay, now that we're here on Craigslist, we're going to go to, well, before we go to post to ad, I just want to kind of do a recap of the posting areas. Now, I don't really do a lot of posting on Craigslist, and I'm going to be honest with you and say I haven't had a problem until recently. For whatever reason, I follow all my own rules, okay? And I was blocked for some reason. So honestly, I just opened up another account and I haven't had a problem. So, you know, Craigslist is really funky. I'm going to just be straight with you right now. It is really funky. And there are some really nasty people on Craigslist as well who flag your ads just for the hell of it. And Craigslist does not give a damn. Somebody flags it, they take your ad down, they delete it. So it's not really a fair system. So I'm just letting you know up front. But if you still choose to use Craigslist and you are able to use it without any problem, then go ahead. Maybe you won't have any nasty people in your area, and in flagging you for no reason. And even though I give you a way around that, which worked for me, apparently it didn't work this last time. Feel free to continue using that. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. That's the thing. Things are constantly changing. I've also learned that some people are no longer able to post image ads. I've also seen that. But in my new account, I am able to post image ads. So it's just crazy. But again, I just wanted to let you know that, because you can still use image ads elsewhere. So that's why I'm going to continue with this training, because what you learn here can still be applied somewhere else. All right. Now, you can post in the job section if you are able and if you dare to do it. Quite frankly, a job opportunity is not a business opportunity is not a job. So it's kind of deceptive. Marketers still do it. If you are able to do it, feel free to go ahead and do it. It might get flagged. Craigslist might delete it. And in some areas, Craigslist lets you know right up front you cannot post business opportunities in the job section. But if you do choose to do that, you can post in marketing PR ad. And you can also post in sales business development. I like to post under services and small business ads and gigs under computer. Okay. So also, this is the area that you should be safe for you to post in. Okay. Nearby Craigslist. All right. So we're going to click on post to classifieds. I'm going to go to service offered. I'm going to go to small business ads. I'm going to just go ahead and do City of Chicago. I'm going to put in my posting title, which we have from the last page. I've tweaked it a little bit. I don't want any problems. And hopefully this ad will go through. I'm going to do Chicagoland. And I'm going to put in my HTML code. I don't want to show maps, so that's not checked. I'm going to click on continue. I'm not going to add images because obviously I'm doing an image ad. And here we go. Here is my ad. Oops, I made an error. I start you own business. Okay, let me go back in. Edit text. And it's going to say start your own business. Continue. Done with images. Okay. Now let's cross our fingers and hope that this goes through. Publish. Okay. It's asking me for I should receive an email. Okay, to complete my request. All right, so let me go back to my email. All righty. I'm going to click on that. Okay, now they want to do a phone verification. All right, I actually have to go get my phone, so we're going to have to pause this. Alrighty, so now you see that my ad has been validated, and I am now going to go through the whole the little trick I learned. I'm not sure if it works or not, but you know what? I'm going to do it unless, you know, because this is what I've done from the start, and I had not been flagged until one time recently. So I'm going to go ahead and go through and open this 40 different times. In fact, I really don't even want to. Let's see if I can do this. Open in an incognito. And I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to close that out. Now that's a little bit more work, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because I'd like my ad to stick. If I'm going to take the time to do it, I want it to stick. All right. Now, I'm going to actually pause this because I know you don't want to see me do this 40 different times. I'm just going to open it in an incognito and then click on my ad, go out, and then just do that 40 times. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I opened my ad in an incognito window 40 times. And all right, now you know what? I just want to check and see if my ad is up yet. I mean, I don't even think it's been 15 minutes really. And you know, they say from 15 minutes to even 4 hours for your ad to go live. But I am going to check on it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of this account. Let's just go to the browser, say open up, new incognito window, go to Craigslist. I'm going to choose US, choose my city. Now what I'm going to do, let's see, is go to small business ads. And let's see if my ad is there yet. And I don't see it. I do not see it yet. It shouldn't be this far down. Yeah, okay, it's going to take a little more time. You know, it's barely even 15 minutes. So, I'm just going to probably pause this, come back, give it some time. That's all I can really do. Give it some time, come back in, we can check it and see if the ad is up and running. But that's how you would do it. So, like I've told you in another video before, you know, don't freak out. I'm not about to freak out. Oh my God, my ad's not here. Because it hasn't even really been 15 minutes, maybe just 15 minutes now. So, I'm going to go ahead and give it some time and and go do something else. And I'll come back and we'll double check on that. Okay, guys, I'm back. Actually, it's several hours later, so my ad should be up. I am in an incognito window of Chrome. You can see the little guy there with his little shades on. Anyway, I'm in an incognito window. I went to Craigslist.org. I'm going to go in here, starting from scratch, US, Chicago. All right, I posted in small business services, small business ads. I'm going to click on that. And I know I'm going to have to do a lot of scrolling because it's been hours. I might even be on page 2. Hmm. All right. Yep. Go to next. I actually had to go out to the store, so I was not able to get back as soon as possible. Here we are. I'm going to scroll it to the top. There are my 3, I don't even know what you call these, asterisk type stars. Frustrated at your job, start your own biz, and there is my down arrow. And then we'll click on it. And there we are. My crying baby. And that's it. Posted 8 hours ago. I can't believe it was 8 hours. Wow, it has been a while. But okay, so you see, it's up. Has not been flagged. Yay! Okay, we're going to move on to the next thing. Now we're just going to do a recap of what we've gone over during this tutorial. When posting on Craigslist or any other classified ad site, or, let's take it a step further, in any site that accepts HTML coding for your image ads, here are some do's and don'ts. But particularly, this is with Craigslist. Okay, so first of all, you want to save an image to your computer. Either buy an image from a photo stock service like Deposit Photos or Photolia, or you can go to Google and search out images. Search a term that you'd like photos of, such as network marketing, make money online, or wherever your mind takes you. Just be creative. Make sure that the image does not have a watermark, someone else's info on it, or a copyright. Then you want to add text, borders, backgrounds, etc. to the image with a photo editor like Photoshop, GIMP, or even Microsoft PowerPoint, and create your ad. Have fun with this and get creative. Remember that you are only limited by your imagination. Whoops. An alternative is to use pre-made image ads provided by the company that you're working with. Then I want you to open up a PhotoBucket account at photobucket.com and upload your image ads. It's best to create separate buckets or albums for your ad groups. Click on the image you want to use. Copy the HTML code given on the right. Paste the code into a document to save it for future use. This will be your go-to doc for your image ads to make posting easy and fast. Type in an ad title, and you may even want to paste the actual ad in as well, so that you'll actually know what that HTML code is for. Now it's time to edit the HTML code. You're going to delete the existing URL and replace it with your URL. So you're going to delete the URL that starts right after the first quotation mark. Like in this example, you see quotation mark HTTP and goes all the way to blank. Do not remove the quotation mark after blank. So what you're going to be left with is a set of quotation marks with nothing in between. You're going to copy your URL and paste it in between both quotation marks. Make sure that there are no spaces between the quotation marks and the URL. Now, I also mentioned in the training that you can leave the section that says target blank. In this example, you'll see target blank at the end of the URL. Again, that is to open up your site in another window or another tab, so that the initial page that the person saw your ad on stays open. you can choose to delete the target blank and it will just open up on whatever page your ad is posted on. That's up to you. So again, just briefly, when you're looking at an HTML coding, the ahref URL is the page that the user will be taken to. So that is your capture page, your sales page, or whatever page that you want them to go to. The image source equals URL is where the image is actually stored, the site where your image is stored. So that would be PhotoBucket, Flickr, or your own website even. And again, target blank opens up that page in a new tab. So then you're going to log into your Craigslist account, click on post, go to your city, choose a section to post in, and start posting. Be mindful of the posting business opportunities in the job section. More than likely, you will get flagged if you're even allowed to post in that section for business opportunities. Keep in mind that business opportunities are not jobs, so that may tick some people off. Also, depending on where you're located, it will cost you $25 to post in the job section. Some sections that you can post your business opportunities in are services, small business ads, gigs, computer, jobs, sales and business development, jobs, marketing, PR, and ad. Stay within your local area when posting on Craigslist. You can go 200 miles beyond your city, but no more than that. The nearby CL cities listed on the right should be safe to post in. Don't make your titles too flashy. Keep it simple. Don't use terms like free money, get paid daily, work from home, work online, fast cash, money, money, money. No outrageous income claims like $500 a day. You want your ad to stand out, but not too much so that it gets flagged. Another way to make your ad stand out is to use special characters in your title to help it to stand out, to get it recognized. You can find them at this site, which is CraigslistAdTracker.com, and then go to fancy ad titles. In your ad body description section, I want you to paste your HTML code into the description area and then hit continue. Now, as a side note, there are some URLs that you cannot use on Craigslist because it is considered spam. If you do use it, your ad will be blocked. You will need to create a free IBO toolbox URL or buy a domain name to forward and mask your affiliate link URL. You should never use the raw affiliate link that you are given anyway. You can also go to shorturl.com. They have a free one, and they also have a premium URL that you can buy for $1.88 per year. So that's another option. I have a video tutorial on that on my YouTube channel. There's no need to upload an image when you're doing an image ad because your ad is the image. Simply click publish and your ad should be live in 15 minutes to 4 hours. Now, when you have a new account, I would suggest you just post one ad every 48 hours for a few days, and then you can start posting 2 ads once every 48 hours. You can try 3 ads. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't think there's a written rule on this, just people that you learn from, and some people post up to 3 ads every 48 hours. Some people say do it every 72 hours. So, you know, this is just a guideline for you to use. Do not post the exact same ad twice. So your second ad should be a totally different image ad. And the second ad must be in a different section on Craigslist. Now here's a tip to avoid getting flagged. You know, this is just something I learned from, you know, just doing this. I do it, and most of the time it works. So, you can do it or not do it. It's really up to you. So here it is. After you post your ad and get the email confirmation from Craigslist, right click on the link given in the email to open it in a new window, or even an incognito window would be great. Open that link 40 times. Then you can close out all of the tabs. Craigslist basically is going to see that your ad has been clicked 40 times without getting flagged. And then should somebody else comes along, like a nasty competitor who just doesn't want your ad up there, and they decide to flag your ad, it should basically be safe from Craigslist. Craigslist should not take it down, because it's just 1 out of 40, and hopefully they'll go, all right, that's just one person. Whereas if you don't do it, and the first person who comes along and goes, oh, hey, let's get this ad out of there, and they click flag, Craigslist is going to take your ad down. So try that, and just make that a part of your Craigslist posting. I know it's a hassle, but it's better to have your ads up and running than getting flagged all the time. Now, the only way to check and see if your ad really is running is to log out of your account. Open a new browser. Again, I like doing incognito or privacy browser. Go to Craigslist. Do not log in. Go to the area you posted the ad in. If it's listed, you're fine. If it's not, you are ghosted. Now, keep in mind that it takes 15 minutes to about 4 hours. So, again, you're not going according to that email, because the email, when you click on the link, it's going to show it. That's not what you need to do. You need to actually log out, go to Craigslist in a new window, and go straight to that area and see if your ad is there. Don't freak out if it's not there, because it takes a little time. Just go do something else and come back and check it later and see if your ad is there. Okay? You can renew your ad every 48 hours in the My Account section, or just simply post a new ad. Don't forget to also watch my tutorial on posting a text ad on Craigslist. And I thank you very much for your time and watching this tutorial. I appreciate it. Check out my other videos to help you in your marketing journey. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.